Hey you guys, I'm back today with a video, and I'm just gonna tell you right now that I was so excited about the original version of this that when I saw the second variation, I was just immediately hyped about it. So the palette that I'm talking about today is from Wicked Widow Beauty, and it's the Scissorhands 2. Now this is just a sleeve for the palette itself, but it does match the actual palette packaging. But I'm gonna go ahead and just pull out the palette, but I wanted to show you that they do match. Let's talk about this. This packaging, I'm telling you what, if you love Edward Scissorhands, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did not see this movie until probably 2 or 3 years ago for the very first time, which is like, I don't know how that's possible because I was like 100% an emo kid growing up. I feel like the angst inside that movie, like I am drawn to it 100%. That movie to me is heartbreaking. I know so many people don't think it's that sad, but I found it to be so sad. Like I bawled my little eyes out, and I'm telling you, when I saw the first one being released, I was freaking out. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. In fact, I did pull it out so I could show you. I just want to immediately say that the improvement in quality of packaging is really substantial. I loved this. I thought it was really cool. The art on it, oh my god. You know what? For a moment, we're just going to discuss this. I love the artwork on this. It was slightly blurry. It was not terrible. I think that I loved this palette. Like, I still actually use this palette. And that's saying a lot because I have a massive collection. And I like the quality of this palette. We're going to come back to that. But from this to this is like leaps and bounds. So I'm going to just get real close. First of all, we've got these beautiful little snowflakes, and this snow globe is like the center of all of my dreams. Like I'm super obsessed with snow globes. You guys don't know this about me, but I had one that was really special to me when I was younger, and now I kind of have a snow globe collection. But I am telling you what, like, can we talk about this? The artwork is fantastic. And then the landscaping art that he would do, oh my gosh, the inclusion of this, the beautiful ice sculpture, the little scissors around the base of this. I just feel like detail-wise, it does not get better than this. If you are an Edward Scissorhands fan, if you don't even like makeup, this is a collection piece. I feel like even if I didn't love makeup, I would appreciate this palette for that reason alone. And it is also cruelty-free and vegan. It was $52. Now, I will say that this was actually sent to me. I was going to buy it, so it wouldn't have mattered either way. I was going to get my hot little hands onto this because I die for this packaging, and I really love the color story. So just so you know, on the back, it's got the ingredients, got other details. Also, just to let you guys know, I do have a coupon code with this brand, but it is not affiliated. So if you want to save some money on anything on their site, the code is Jaclyntriesit10. I do not get anything when you guys use this code. It is simply for you to save a little bit of money on their website. Now, I will say that this palette is currently sold out. Like, they completely sold out of their first round of it. Now, they were talking about doing a restock in February. So what I would suggest doing is maybe go to their Instagram and let them know that you are wanting to pick this up. Because I definitely think they should do a restock. I feel that this just needs to have its moment. So to me, just looking at one compared to the other, you can truly see just how much their quality and their game has really upped. I look like Wilson right now. But for real, I really think that they have encompassed what this movie is and the feeling and the magic that's behind it in this packaging. Love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and open it up. Now, you've got this beautiful little mirror that's got the snowflakes around it. And I actually really like that they moved to these square pans. I do. I love circle pans, don't get me wrong, but I am feeling these. Now, I want to hold these side by side and pray that I do not damage them because I know that some people thought they were similar. And in a way they are, but they're more like sisters, not twins. On Instagram, when I share my swatches, I want you guys to check them out because I'm going to do 2 posts on my stories back to back where you can see these two compared to each other because they are not the same. They're just not. There's some shades that look similar, but when you see them swatched out, it's just a different story. Like, to me, I kind of thought this would be more similar to this one down here, but they're not. They're similar, but they're not the same at all. Like, and 100%, I've got to say this, and I loved this palette, and I thought the quality was good on this palette. This is a huge improvement, and that's saying something because I really thought this was very, very good. But the mattes on here are probably even more creamy and easy to use, but I thought that these were really good and easy to blend. Now, oh my gosh, these metallic and multi-chrome shades are just, and you're not even seeing a quarter of the shifts on here, you guys. These are much more diverse than you're even seeing. Wait until you see my swatches. I feel like you guys are going to be like, holy crap, there's so much more going on here. Like, I also thought that this silver shade in here was going to be like this one at the top. No, it's absolutely not. This one right here, when you see the swatches, oh, I'm telling you. That's what I've got on my lid right now. And it kind of is like a silvery, greenish, bluish tone. But there's more to it, and I'm gonna just let you be surprised. So I cannot wait for you guys to see swatches of this. And the other thing, and I've kind of messed them up because I've used it before I did this, but there are the little scissors on the pans. So cute. I just feel like when it comes to details and appreciation for the movie and everything that was about, I feel like they did such a good job. I love this. I'm really happy with it. Even if they had not sent it to me, I was gonna buy it. I do think it is different enough from this that you will really enjoy the shades that are in here. There's some more purple tones. Even this shade up here, it looks kind of similar to this, but it is quite a bit deeper. In the pan, they're looking more similar than they actually are, but these are very unique from each other. In fact, I kind of thought about maybe doing comparison swatches. If you guys are interested in seeing those, let me know. Maybe I'll do a little live on my stories on Instagram. But to me, these are beautiful companion palettes. And I did actually have a talk with somebody else on Instagram that's one of my friends. They were concerned that some of these shades were too similar to each other. I'm going to go ahead and swatch these side by side on my hand, and I'm just going to show you because they're just not. Finishes on them are actually even pretty different in my opinion. So here's the shade Neighborhood, and here's the shade Isolation. And this is a much more blue undertone shade, and this is a much more green undertone shade. Okay, let's just not. Okay, so I'm looking at them for a second. Okay, so Neighborhood, not that you're seeing it here, but it actually has kind of a gold flip to it. There's glitter particles that are within it that make it very, very diverse. And then this is kind of a blackish blue based green shade. And it's funny because this is more blue toned, like initially, like when you put it on your fingers, in my opinion. But this is like an underlying, a sneaky blue undertone. They're very different. It even almost has a small bit of maroon underbase to it too. I don't know if you guys can see that in this lighting. They're very unique. I am telling you, they are different from each other and they are just absolutely freaking gorgeous. I think when you see my actual swatches, you're going to be impressed because there's even more diversity than this. You're just getting one lighting right here, and that's just natural lighting. Now, I'll just go ahead and tell you in case you haven't watched my videos before, I do not swatch on any basis. So when you are seeing swatches on my Instagram or even on here, because I'm going to start posting my swatches on here as well, they are on bare skin. I don't put lotion. I don't put down any kind of gel. I don't put down any kind of eye primer, none of that kind of stuff. You are seeing it on bare skin. The other thing I will say is I do show it in a few different lights. So I'll do it, natural daylight. I'll do it with flash. I'll do it in low light. I will also shift the position of my arm. So that's what you're getting when you're seeing my swatches. It also has a bit of purple. Darn it. Okay, so Isolation also has a bit of purple to it too, and you're not seeing it here. But that's why I'm saying lighting makes a huge difference, and just what you're seeing right now, there's so much more going on to it. But they are definitely diverse and totally different from each other. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and share some swatches with you guys. I'm gonna do another eye look. I'm gonna do this eye look, and I'm gonna be back at the very end with my final thoughts, so you probably already know what they are.
Ignoring the paparazzi, bodyguards, and fans, I leave the house and walk to the driver, stomach, and the back door of the car. Here last time and run away this song. So we turned off. I don't know if it's the state. Cheaper fixers. Oh, yeah. Drop that and give you a shell.
So the first thing I did was I took the shade The Bogs and I put it in my brow arch and my inner eye. Then I took the shade Snowflakes and Don't Go and I mixed those together and I put that into my crease. I blew it out and I did the same on my lower lash line. Then I took the shade Garden and I mixed it with Snowflakes and I put it into my crease and I kind of worked it into my outer V and underneath, but then I went in alone with Garden as well and I just put it in my outer V. Then I took the shade Razor Sharp, which is this, oh, I'm obsessed with this shade. It's incredibly unique. And I put it all over my lid and then I did it on the lower lash line as well. Then I took a little bit of the shade Isolation and I put it in my outer V on both my top and lower lash line. Alright, so the first thing I did was I took the shade The Bogs and I put it in my brow arch and my inner eye. I took the shade Peg and I put it all over my crease and I blew it out to almost the brow area and I did the same on the lower lash line. Then I mixed the shade Peg, Mansion, and then Scars, like all together, and I put it in my outer V and I kind of worked it towards the center of my eye and I did the same underneath. I took the shade Ice Dance and I put it all over my lid and I kind of worked it into my crease, followed by the shade Imperfect, which I took and did the exact same thing with, and blew it out all the way up on the top and on the bottom.
Late nights, been on long flights, stayed on strange time. It's a strange time in my life. I took a drive home to clear my mind, oh. And I ended back at your spot for what felt like the millionth time. Reconnection from separate sections, cause we could meet in the middle with no sense of direction. If it's sun up to sundown, we mess around, we're way too involved now. I never wanted someone to disappear, to just get out of here. I never wanted someone to take control. I let you take control. I let you in too close. So baby, just go ghost. Now baby, just go ghost. Hey. You let you in and 4 walls. Kept our secrets hidden, eating fruit so forbidden. Kept our secrets safe, cause the temptation, it felt like pure relation. I gave you my attention, but now it's hard to mention. I don't feel a spark when you say my name. Reconnection from separate sections, cause we could meet in the middle with no sense of direction. If it's sun up to sundown, we mess around, we'll wait to evolve now. I never wanted someone to disappear, to just get out of here. I never wanted someone.
All right, I am back. Leo's here with me and he's being super cute and precious. He's ready to go lay down and take a nap, but it's not time for that. In fact, actually, he's been taking to sitting up in that little nook over there. That box that's up there was missing, so he's been sleeping in there. If I can, I'll insert a little clip because he was freaking adorable. He's my baby. But as far as final thoughts go, let's talk about the palette. So the brand that we're talking about today is Wicked Widow Beauty, and I have a hard time. My woods are a little harsh. But in any case, the palette that we're talking about is the Scissorhands 2 palette, and I have got to say that this was a fantastic follow-up to the original, and the improvements that they have made are so good. Now, this palette is $52. It is cruelty-free and vegan. This was sent to me, but as always, you guys are going to get my honest opinion, and my honest opinion is that they have just come leaps and bounds from the first one, and I loved the first one. So really, I have to tell you just how much I enjoyed this palette. The packaging on here, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get really close so you guys can see it. There's these beautiful little snowflakes. You got the snow globe, which I am obsessed with. And then the little detail of the scissors down here, oh, I was dying. I was literally dying. Like I'm speaking to you from beyond the grave. I'm just kidding. But you've got the details that are within the globe, and oh my gosh, just seeing this and the beautiful ice sculptures and the perfect shrubbery landscaping is just like insane. They say the devil's in the details, and I've got to tell you that these are just perfection. The back just has the ingredients and has all the details, and again has the little snowflakes. So when you open up the palette, this is what it looks like. I love this color story, but I will show you, and I kind of rubbed a lot of them off, but there was these little scissors on each of the pans, and it was so cute. I was just in love with it. These little details really make all the world of difference. So, sorry, my chair's super squeaky. I think this color story is beautiful. It's going to be great for all skin tones, in my opinion. There's a lot of depth within this palette, and these shades are very buildable. So I really think that if you are drawn to this palette, you will not be let down by it. I love that they have a really good range of light to deep. And then I have to say, compared to the first one, which I thought was very, very good, the quality has actually improved, which is saying so much, because I thought the first one was really good. But these mattes are creamy, they're soft, they're blendable, they're easy to use, they're fantastic. And then the multi-chromes and duochromes, oh my gosh, I am obsessed. And you guys aren't even seeing like a quarter of the shifts that are within this. You did probably see them if you saw my swatches, which I feel genuinely you can see a lot of the turns that are within these. They are multifaceted, and I just think that they did a really great job with this. Now, technically this is sold out right now, but they were talking about doing a restock. I definitely think they should do one, even if it's a pre-order. I really think that if you guys are interested in either Edward Scissorhands, or you want to try Wicked Widow, or if you were really like drawn to this color story, you're not going to be disappointed. The quality is here. The price for what you're getting is insanely good. I really enjoyed this. Now, again, this was sent to me, but even if they had not sent it to me, I was going to pick it up because I was really obsessed with it, to be completely transparent with you guys. Now, I do have a coupon code with this brand. It's Jaclyntriesit 10. It is not affiliated, so I get nothing if you use it. It is just for you guys to save some money. And I will say that if you're able to, and if you're drawn to this, it is certainly worth picking up. And in any case, I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, I would love to have you here as a subscriber and over on Instagram and TikTok. I have the same name on all 3 platforms. And I hope that everybody's staying safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.